Hello and welcome back. This is James from CJS Randomize, and I am beautiful right now. This beautiful little blob. I've gone down from the checkpoint down to here. The checkpoint's that little area over there, if you remember it. And it just comes straight down to here. I've killed all the enemies around here because otherwise I won't be able to start without getting attacked. There's a merchant here. I can't remember his name, but I'm going to buy all three of them. He only sells 3, unfortunately. And this is the door to Blighttown. I'll be showing you how to get through here, which is why I'm down here in the first place. Otherwise I won't bother coming down here. But this is the way you're meant to go. Well, not meant to, but this is the way you've got to go if you haven't got the master key. But I won't be going that way because I prefer to go the other way, as it leads straight to a central bonfire, and it's a nice place basically to be, instead of going through the top way, which is just a pain in the arse. Now there's Solaire here that I could summon in for this boss battle. There's also Lautrec. I'm not sure what other boss battles Lautrec helps with, but I can summon him in. I won't, because I've said I won't. But this is the Gaping Dragon battle. I love the opening scene. He's weak to lightning, which is why I'm using the Dragon Slayer Spear. And I think I'm going to try and make myself light enough to... Yeah, I'm light enough. Right. Okay. Nope. Fuck it, I'll have it. But yeah, right. Let's go. Nice little cutscene here. I'll let it play, obviously. Probably one of my favourite cutscenes because it's completely... you don't expect it at all. Now with this boss battle, one thing I will recommend is not to lock on unless you're going to do a ranged attack like this, which is a little special thing for... Oh shit, yeah, you got to one-hand it. A little special thing for Dragon Slayer Spear. But shit, that does a lot of damage, that tail attack. That's one thing you want to do. Now, as he's a dragon, obviously, he has a tail drop. Now, the tail drop is the Dragon King Great Axe, and it's a very good weapon, very heavy weapon, but upgraded fully. I've got it, and it does 570 damage, I believe. So if you're wanting to get that, you're going to have to attack him on tail. Also, another reason why you want to attack him at the tail is it gets rid of it. So that if you stood behind him when he does a sweeping attack with his tail, it greatly reduces the range, which makes it a lot easier to battle. I'm just going to cast a little spell. Yeah, I wouldn't lock on, just make sure you're facing him so you can actually hit him. Because the only problem with this lock on is, you've got to be quite close, and when you're close enough to lock on, he's close enough to hurt you. And with the tail especially, he's definitely close enough to hurt you. So I wouldn't recommend being close enough to lock on when you know he's going to attack you. Now I've gone for the light approach here due to the fact that I want to get out of the way of his attacks. Now the method for this boss is he will do a slam attack with the front half of his body, and I've been doing it and I've been explaining it really. He does the slam, but that attack as well. But he does the slam attack where the entire gaping area of him where his ribcage should be. Well, it technically is. It's just out of his body. Ooh, fuck. He does that. Now, if he gets you directly on top of you, it's not very nice. It does more damage. But he just did something weird. What the fuck? Basically, when he does that, usually, you wait for him to move forward, and he'll walk past you, and he'll have a little bit of a stun time where you can get an attack on him. Or a fair few attacks, actually. Now, as I've said, if I'm close enough to lock on, I'm close enough to get attacked by that tail. So I want to be quick while doing it. Get rid of lock on, move backwards. By the time he curves himself back around again, as you saw there. Thankfully, he does it quite a lot, and he's quite an easy boss. I wouldn't, if it's your first time doing it, I'd recommend summoning people such as Lautrec or Solaire. But if it's like a couple, I'm about to defeat him. There we go. If you've done it a couple of times before, I'd recommend not doing it with him, because the harder it gets, the more replays you do, the harder it gets. And with Lautrec and Solaire being in there, they don't do enough damage for the health boost that the enemy gets. Now, I'm going to take this, but I'm going to drop it all. I'm going to take it just to show you what it is, but it's the starting armour for someone. I can't remember exactly who, but it's the starting armour for one of the characters. It's a decent armour, but it's quite heavy and all that. So, what's this? That's not. I've got enough to level up once, I believe. Now, I'll go back and open up the gate with the Blighttown key, just to show you what it is, basically, and where you'll be coming in. But I'm going to go a different way, and I'm going to show you that different way. It's a much quicker way, in my opinion. You can get there right at the start of the game if you have the master key. It's a much better way of doing it. But yeah, this is the Blighttown key area. You don't want to drop down into these areas because you will die. You've got to use the ladders, as you can see there. There's no ladder on that side. But that's the way you've got to go if you don't have the master key. Now, actually, after you've been to Anor Londo, this guy will go onto a bridge. I'll show you where it is, but he'll go onto that bridge, and he'll actually sell you the master key if you haven't already got it. Because you can get it two ways. You can have it for your starting gift, or you can be a bandit, I think it is, and it'll give you the master key already, so you can choose another starting gift. Now I'm going to go back, level up, and yeah, and then I'm going to head back to Firelink Shrine. I'll put it into Faith. There we go. Right, okay. Now you may wonder why I've got 6 humanity. It's because I've been running around here while I wait for the video to render, and well, not render, but for the video to become available for movement. And when I move it onto a different location, it takes quite a long time, so I just run around farming a little bit, get a couple of souls, see if I can get the humanity, and see if I can get any drops. Like, I've got a couple of green titanite shards and large titanite shards, so it's useful to do it. Yep, bitch, I'll stand on you. Sit down. Now, I made the Gaping Dragon look quite easy. It's not that easy, especially on your first time. I hated the Gaping Dragon. I can remember last playthrough as well, I had a bit of trouble with him. And yeah, he's not a nice boss, but he's an essential one if you want him to play the game without the master key. I wouldn't recommend it. The master key is probably the best starting gift you can get, but if you haven't chose it, like my first character, I didn't know that I needed the master key to go. I didn't know what it did, to be perfectly honest. Close. I can't close the door. I didn't know what the master key did, so I was just like, yeah, I'm not going to get that. I'm going to get the tiny beings ring, which is complete and utter shit, in my opinion. You get it later on for saving Siegmeyer in Anor Londo. So it's useless in my opinion. Anyway, I'll show you the route. I've already opened the door for it because I've been down there. I haven't been to Blighttown, but I've been down there to get an item that's on the other side of the door. I'll show you where that item is. It's just a soul of lesser undead or something like that. I can't remember exactly which one it is, but it's one of them. No. Bitch. Yeah. Nearly rolled off the map there. That would not have been good. Oh, and just to show you where the pyromancer is that we rescued, he is here. When you talk to him, he'll ask you a question, say no, because he's asking, oh yeah, wait, what?
I see. In any case, apologies, my friend. Forget that I said anything.
Oh shit, what? Fuck's sake, I don't know what that was. I've never had that before. I was so confused. Basically, he asks you a question at the start saying, do you find the magics unsavoury, pyromancy unsavoury? And if you say no, he'll give you a pyromancy flame and he'll be like, oh yeah, okay, good. He'll start selling you pyromancies and all that. But that second question, I've no idea what that was. That's confused the crap out of me. And there's Lautrec, the yeah.
Considering I have a rather, that keeper has served me well, but
Now that's a huge hint, obviously, that he's going to kill the Firekeeper, and that will put out the fire in Firelink Shrine after you ring the second bell, and then Lautrec will disappear. The next time you see him is in Anor Londo, because if you go to where the Firekeeper is, it'll give you one, her armour, and two, the Black Eye Orb. And if you use the Black Eye Orb, I've said it in a previous video, if you use it while in the hallway, well not the hall, the Great Hall in Anor Londo, it will summon you into Lautrec's world. And you've got to kill Lautrec and his two companions, and it will give you a Firekeeper soul to revive her. This is the doorway. There's the item, that dead corpse there has a little item on it. But this is the doorway that you need to go through. It leads to Valley at Drake's. Now you may be thinking that ain't Blighttown. But if you go across here, in this area here, now with this, I still sprint through, usually. I might try and defeat them, just because I probably can. But I usually just sprint straight through here, because the attack animation's really slow for these guys. So you're usually able to get out of the range of them before they get the attack done. Shit. But they can do that, it'll instantly poison you, because they're... Oh wow. Okay. Fuck you. Don't take two of them on at a time. Make sure you're taking one on at a time, otherwise they will do that. Now, since my character's got a tiny poison resistance, it will instantly poison you, their weapons will. And that's rather annoyed me, due to the fact that that's pretty much bullshit. But it happened, so no use crying about it. Anyway, let's head back, get my souls back, and I'm going to kill them both instead of running through, because I want to kill them both. Make sure that if you do die, once you've been down there, if you do die, do not run straight off thinking the elevator will be there, because you'll run, fall off, and you'll lose all your souls that you've died with, and you'll be pissed off. Trust me, I've done it many times, and I've just like cried. So yeah, try not to do that. As I've said, I don't know if anyone's commented at this point, because this is recorded in future, basically. Because I like playing with this character, and 2, I like recording this. I enjoy recording these videos, so I've started doing them in like far ahead of time, and Sam hasn't uploaded them yet. So, oh fuck, that